Hello. I don't, yeah, it's in view. I want to do a video today talking about a movie that I just saw today, and I wonder if you can guess which one it was. It was Batman vs Superman, which is directed by Zack Snyder, and today I went to see it at IMAX. It just came out recently, and I've been looking forward to it. Like mostly this week, I've been really excited to come. Couldn't wait for it. So I went today to IMAX to see it, and I really enjoyed it. Like I liked it a lot. Um, this could be a long one because Superman is my favorite superhero out of all the superheroes. So I will take my time doing this one. I'm sorry if you want a short version of this review. Basically, I liked it. Yeah, that's basically the short version. So basically, I grew up in the 80s. I was a kid in the 80s, and in the 80s, Christopher Reeve had his Superman movies, and I was a big fan. Superman was really big in the 80s, and yeah, that's when I fell in love with the character. And since I grew up, I kind of really felt like um I liked him more because I realized I really like how he Superman. The thing I like about Superman is he's always trying to do the right thing. Like he's kind of like the person who's trying to do everything right. Like he's yeah, that's why I like him a lot. He's always trying to do the right thing. Um, so even though he's like the strong, maybe when I was a kid I might have liked him because he was like the strongest and he could do all this cool stuff. But I think what I like the most about him is he's always trying to do the right thing. He's always trying to protect people, especially the people he loves, like Jimmy and Lois and his parents and things like that. Always his adopted mum and stuff. Yeah, I really like it. I've always liked Superman the most. Like to the point when you know how there's Marvel superheroes and people go, "Who's your favorite Avenger?" I just would think to myself, I'd look at all of them and I'm like, I can't pick one. They're all really cool, but Superman is like it. I just love the package, everything about him. So in the Avengers, I can't really pick. Like I like the Hulk a lot. Thor was pretty cool. All of them. Oh, Iron Man's suit is so cool. But like, let's not talk about Marvel now because this is Batman versus Superman movie. Um, let's say a few things. Ben Affleck, I really liked him as Bruce Wayne and Batman. I liked him. He was great. Like I had no problem with him being Batman. I really like it. I love the design of Batman. I mean, Batman's always cool, no matter what movie it is being in. He's cool. Even the 60s Adam West one I like. The power and all that stuff. I grew up watching that as well on TV. That was fun. Firstly, I want to say, like, I really do love my fun kind of cheesy, fun-ish kind of superhero movies, like the Superman movies from the 80s and Adam West kind of Batman. I mean, that was fun, but going into this movie, I knew that it would be probably dark and kind of like because I'd seen Man of Steel, and so I kind of knew what to expect. And my thinking going into it was like, I know it's going to be like that going in, so I'm not going to try to wish that it was something else. It's like my analogy for that was like sometimes you might really love eating like a chocolate bar, but you're at a dinner and they're serving a steak. So you shouldn't eat the steak trying to wish it was a chocolate bar. Like to me, I'm like, I'm gonna eat the steak and just enjoy the steak and think, oh, this is a pretty damn good steak. Like just appreciate it for that. So if with this movie, I knew what it was gonna be like. I'd be like, it's dark, especially if it's got Batman in it. Especially the later Batman movies have been like that. So basically, what I'm saying is I went in just not trying to wish it was something else. Like um, yeah, and I liked it. I thought it was really good. Like the storyline was good. It got me into it. Like I wasn't really bored at any stage. So Ben Affleck was awesome. I really liked Jeremy Irons as Alfred. I liked Alfred's character in this. He was really cool. I mean, he doesn't do a lot, but he's in it, and I liked him a lot as it. Um, Lois Lane was great. I really liked is it Amy Adams who plays it? And her character was really good. I really like the things that Lois did. I love the bond between Superman and Lois. It's really good. I love it. I really, really, really like it. Um, it's awesome. Like if she's in trouble, he's there. That's what I like. That's Superman. I like it a lot. Um, is it Jesse Eisenhower? I'm not exactly sure, but he's the one that played Lex Luthor, and I liked him as Lex Luthor. I really liked it. I have a thing about villains. I kind of like villains who are kind of nuts. Like when I have watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, there's a villain named Azula. She's Zuko's sister, and she's like slightly crazy. Juxio man. Yeah, and so she's like slightly crazy, and this Lex Luthor, he's a little bit like that too, but not crazy, but he's just like super intelligent, and you can kind of see where he's coming from. And I thought he played him really well. He was very interesting to me. Like, and normally Lex Luthor is bald, and this Lex had hair, and I thought it looked cool. Like, it looked good. So I'm quite happy with Lex Luthor being like that. And a movie's got to have a good villain, and I thought he was a good villain. It made sense for the movie. And oh, it's called Batman vs Superman, and you kind of wanted, sorry, yeah, the iPad's making noises and stuff, but uh, um, yeah. So just ignore that, because I don't want to just stop to switch it off. Um, Uh, oh, let's go to what next? Wonder Woman was awesome. I loved her. She was fantastic. I think I don't know exactly the name of the actress who plays it, but I think the first name was Gal. The second name starts with G, but she was fantastic, and her character is really cool, intriguing, mysterious. And when she shows up as Wonder Woman, which you know from the trailer, she's cool as like she's got the coolest shield. She's got a sword. She looks awesome. She looks really good, and I really liked her in the movie. And she was really tough as well. I loved it. I loved Wonder Woman in it. And yeah, the Batman thing, that was fantastic. I don't want to say too much, but because it's a movie called Batman vs Superman. And another thing I want to say is like growing up, Batman was in his movies, Superman was in his movies, and they never were together. They didn't even reference each other that much. There was like I did grow up watching the Super Friends cartoon, which was like basically Justice League. So they had like Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, all that stuff. So that they were together in that. But in movies, I've never seen them together. So it was very exciting for me to see like Lex Luthor talking to Bruce Wayne, and Batman talking to Lex Luthor and stuff like that. It was awesome. Loved it. Batman being in Metropolis, Superman going to Gotham. It's like really cool. Um, Yeah, awesome, awesome, awesome. So Zack Snyder, who directed it, did a fantastic job. I thought he did a good job, and I really liked it. A lot of cool stuff happening, like the fighting between Batman and Superman. I liked it a lot, and even Batman just fighting in general was cool as. Like, well, as you can tell from this T-shirt, I'm Team Superman, like all the way through. But I have to admit how cool Batman is. Like, I can't deny it. Like, he's cool. Like he is very cool. But no, I'm 100% Superman. Who else do I want to talk about? I think that's all I want to say in this review of it. I don't want to say too much, but I might do another video after this, just talking about some cool stuff that I liked. So basically, oh yeah, yeah. One thing that happened in the movie, I didn't quite like, but um, something that happened to Superman, but um, it's okay because it actually happened in the comic as well. So I thought, okay, I can live with that. But otherwise, this movie was great. Like it's to me, it's not the movie where I'm like watching over and over and over again because it's so much fun to watch. But it's just really good. I liked it a lot, and yeah, I'm really happy with how it was. Like it made sense to me. Um, like it's actually a superhero movie where it just kind of digs right into like not just like airy fairy kind of stuff, but what it's like to be a hero and what effects that would be like, and kind of interesting actually. I quite liked it. I don't know what else to say except that yeah, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, there was some cool stuff which I will talk about in my video talking about what stuff I liked. Oh, before I go, I had my iPad already. Like when I do Facebook, I like if I really like something like a movie or something, I'll often put up a picture from the movie, or sometimes I'll make a collage because I'll try to get different characters and stuff. So I made one today after I watched the movie. That's what I made. So it's got Superman, Wonder Woman looking cool, Batman looking cool. How cool does Batman look in that? I love it with his eyes, and then Lois Lane in there too. So I would have put Alfred in as well, but I think four was enough for that picture. So I just after watching the movie, I sat there for I don't know, good probably half an hour just looking for pictures and stuff. It's fun things I like to do. Anyways, that's all for the review. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Looking forward to more from it. Another thing I want to say is like sometimes with these movies, like where they're setting up things like, like how there's like movies setting up heroes getting together, they kind of hold back a little bit. This didn't hold back. What I loved about this movie was it went all out. Like it knows that there's movies coming out after this. Probably they've got a plan, but it didn't hold back. No, it didn't hold back. It wasn't like just a movie where it's like, oh, okay, we're gonna set the origin story, set everything in place, and then later on we'll have the epic stuff. No, this had the epic stuff in this one. Awesome. So that's all I want to say.